Good morning, everyone. Good morning, traders. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Nigeria. Listening to me. This is Rally Academy's event, and of course, the title of this event, or the title of this class is Money Market Review. And of course, I'm your trading coach for today. And I will be the pilot to analyze the market to what we can do this week. And of course, all of us will analyze the market together and check where the market will go or where the market may not go. So, and of course, I've been looking at the market very closely this morning, considering the fact that over the weekend, the European Union kind of like made a response to Donald Trump on the tariff war still raging on the world. And of course, that already scattered the market for especially gold. If you look at the gold market this morning, it's been all bullish, like 100% bullish. So even on the 1 minute chart, if you check, there's no room for retracement, at least. So I expect that by now, this is 8 o'clock, that the market should rest a little bit. But based on what we are seeing, the market is still kind of raging. The bulls are still in control. So I'm hoping that the market will kind of like retrace a little bit, at least for all of us that are expecting that. Okay, and of course, if you look at I'll be sharing my screen shortly. So if you look at let me just share my screen one time so that all of us can be seeing what I'm seeing. So I'm going to just go straight to share. And of course, allow share my MT4 screen. So if you look at the gold market, if you look at the 5 minute chart, especially around Bollinger Band, you see that the price is just plunging to the upper band, right? So that's to tell you that the market is very, very bullish. Like starting from around here, this morning, I think that should be around maybe as far as this broker server is concerned, it should be around 5 o'clock. Of course, it's been all the way up, okay, up to where it is now, and that's about within a kind of like maybe 2-3 hours. That's about 450 something, almost 500 pips move to the upside. Now that's not normal, all right? Okay, so when gold moves like that, you need to be very careful. It means that the bulls are actually in the market to actually make a statement. So I'll be looking closely at the gold market this morning. Of course, if you want, you can still jump in because the bulls are still in control. If you look at D1 front, it's still very strong. So there's still room to cover on the D1 front. So if you look at the D1, okay, the market still have all this room to cover. Okay, so but of course, in the move too, there'll still be chances for BS to come in. So you need to be very careful. And of course, the time frame you could trade on gold could be 1 hour if you want to. The 1 hour front, even though on the 1 hour front now, there should be an exhaustion. There should be. So that means that the market should retrace a little bit on the 1 hour front, considering the fact that the market has been closing outside of the Bollinger Band, okay, in the last 3 candles, okay, 2-3 candles. So this third one, if it's still close outside of the Bollinger Band, the fourth one may come back inside because, as you know, of Bollinger Band, when anytime the price close outside of the band, there's always a force that's trying to push the price back to the band. Okay, that's back inside the band. So, for example, if you look at this area at a point in time when the price close outside the lower band, okay, there's another force that actually pushed the price back inside. That's the way the Bollinger Band actually runs. Okay, so if you want to use it to trade, it's a way to go. So there's always, another force that will try to push the price back to the band. Okay, back inside the band. So you can see that as an example. Well, this one close outside. This one try to push it back inside. So this one close outside, there's no force to pull it back. That means the bulls are strong. This one also close outside, because so far so good. There's no force to push it back inside. So I expect that if there will be a force soon that will push the price back inside. Even if it will continue to go up, there should be some level of respect for the Bollinger Band. So that's the way I trade it. That's the way you should be trading. So I'm looking closely at it. So if you want to trade gold, you can look at that. That's an opportunity for people that would like to trade gold, okay, to go long on gold, right? And of course, for the people that are in, I already, say good morning to you. So for people that meet me back, I infected D and the rest of them, you are welcome. So to a new month. So happy new month to everybody. And of course, I will just quickly go now to, let me check. Let me do Control T so that we don't have that. Sorry, forgive me. I don't know. Let me know what I'm doing. Okay, so Control T. All right, so I'll be looking closely at some instruments, for example, Euro USD. So Euro USD has been very bullish. So I can tell you one time that Euro USD can still go down. He still have potential to go down. Okay. On the weekly chart, it still have potential to go down. On the monthly chart, it is still bullish. But on the daily and weekly chart, Euro USD could go down. So on the forward front now, I'm watching closely. I'm waiting for the price of Euro USD to give me idea of what to do. Okay. So if I see on the 4-hour front, if I see a chance to go bearish, I will. So if you are trading Euro USD, it is bullish at the moment. So you need to be very careful, trading it at the moment. All right. So that you not go and enter a buy and the price will go against you. So, but of course, the price is still bullish. So what you can do is that you can go to let me check. You can go to maybe Bollinger Band also. Okay, I'll be looking out for an opportunity to go down. Okay, for the price to go down from Euro USD. Okay, so if you see it, you can follow it. But as of now, the price is still bullish. So on the D1 front, I'm still bullish on Euro USD. Okay, but of course, there will always be a retracement. So I'm going to use one indicator to check this support and resistance template. Okay, so we still have room to go for the bulls. Okay, so Euro USD can still really on the daily front, it can still get to this level. So we can be looking towards 1,600, right? So anytime Euro USD gets to 1,600, you should be looking to sell when the price gets to 1,600. But the price still have room to get to 1,600 because right now the price is currently at close to 1.141. So, but the price can get to 1.16. Now the price is still at 1.14, thereabout. The price can get to 1.16. So you should be looking between now and 1.16 to sell. But for now, you can still be looking for a way to buy. And one of such way you can buy is to buy when the price returns to an average. So maybe on 15 minutes time frame, you can go to maybe the 50-period moving average. Okay, and of course you can on the 15 minutes, anytime price returns to the average, you can buy. So for example, now if the price returns to around this level on Euro USD, that's around 1.137, you can actually buy. All right. So that's for Euro USD. All right. So I'm going to go to another instrument now, and that will be DAX. DAX has been bearish. Okay, that's since this weekend over. That's over the weekend when the Trump administration, and the European Union begin their quarrel. So for indices altogether, I expect the price of indices to go down this week, of course, for today. So if you are on indices, you can look for a way to just sell. That's what I can tell you, right? For indices, right? So you'll be looking for what to make of that as we move on. Let me check. Sorry, I'm still on this. So yeah, so we're looking at what to do for D40 and then US 100, and let me just give US 100 also. So they all have potential to go down, and US 30. But oil price, surprisingly, oil price gap up this morning. Okay, so I actually had a trade on oil price on this man's account, and of course it was in profit a little bit this morning, so I had to close it. And because I don't really know what this Trump administration is doing concerning this oil price. Okay, but oil price looks good to go up, right? Based on the fact that it gap up. So what you can do is once the price recover and cover some of this gap that you see on the screen, there's a gap somewhere around here. Okay, so once the price cover it, you can begin to buy. Okay, because oil price can actually, go bullish on this one. So that's what I'll tell you concerning oil price this morning, right? So oil price can go up because there's a gap up now. Because it's expecting it to go up since, because it's been bearish all the while. It's been bearish all the while. So we expect the price to kind of retrace a little bit and go back up. So oil price can go up or could go up. Now for USD CAD, we are seeing it dropping, right? So I still expect USD CAD to drop a little bit. Okay, at least to get to in the future, that's the near future, it can actually get to this level. It can drop to around 1.351. That's what it can do. Okay, oil price can do that. All right. So if you are trading and you're interested in trading USD card, you can be looking to that support area, 1.351 to buy. Okay. And of course, for USD also this one have potential to go down. Okay, so because Japanese yen has been weak over time, but now it's beginning to gain strength against dollar. So let's look for a way to kind of like also trade that, okay, to go down on that one. All right. So which other one can we look at this morning? Euro JPY, same thing. Okay. So that we should be looking to also trade that one. So Euro JPY can also go down. Okay, even though euro is strong, but Japanese yen is also very strong. So I'm looking towards selling Euro JPY also, because considering support and resistance. Okay, on this one, let me go to considering support and resistance. You are looking at the prices at the middle, but the price can actually go down. Okay, price have potential to drop because it just left a weak support, or sorry, a weak resistance. So it can actually still double down and go down a little bit. So look to also sell that one, Euro JPY. For GBP CHF, I'm bullish on this one. So I'm going to be looking to buy GBP CHF. For me, that's what I'm beginning to do for GBP CHF. Okay, give me a second. So I have a meeting that I'll be, entering now, and of course, I'll be leading the class to uh, Joshua. Joshua will continue shortly. So I'm going to be seeing you. If I finish the meeting on time, I'll come back. Otherwise, he's going to continue. But before he joined the class, let me quickly go to GBP JPY. So for GBP JPY as well, I'm looking to go bullish on this one. No, sorry, bearish. Okay, I'm seeing some bearish sign on this one. So, but let me check 1 hour front. So on this one, I think the price still have room to go down for this one. Okay, for GBP JPY, we can still go on sell on this one. Okay, so anytime the price retraces on this 1 hour to, I think it's already there, but plus or minus, we should be looking to sell this one. To sell, right? USD sell, JPY sell, Euro JPY sell, all Japanese yen, okay, sell against their currencies, against basket of currencies, okay. Euro pound buy. That's what I'm seeing on this Euro pound. Euro pound present a very good opportunity this morning. So if anytime the price retraces to this level, you can just buy. All right, you can just pick a buy trade on this one. All right, so I'll see you when I come back from the meeting. Are you in now? Okay, so let me tell Shim to. Okay, so people, just hold on. Joshua will start now. Of course, you continue from where. USDJPY, somebody is asking USDJPY. I say USDJPY sell. It looks good to sell USDJPY. It looks good to go down. So you should be looking to sell on that one. Okay. Any other question before I leave? With the Vital Hammer on US index or monthly time frame, should we be looking more at selling the dollar this month? Of course, if the opportunity presents itself, yes, you should do that. You should do that. Okay. Any other question on this one? Any other question? Any other question on this one? Another question? None for now. Okay. Somebody's asking question again. Check. Your account officer. I don't know who your account officer is, but you can send me your email. And of course, I'll look to that. So, Okay, so I'll see you when Joshua comes in. Thank you, and of course, bye-bye.
All right. Good morning, everybody. So, I'll be taking over from my boss because he had actually gone for a meeting now. So maybe he's going to join us before I'm done. But all the same, if he's not here, fine. If he's here, fine. But I'm going to be taking over from him right now. So good morning to every one of us once again. And like we all know the drill, I'm going to be starting with currencies. And currently, okay, on this particular currency that I'm seeing Euro GBP. So as of this morning, you discover that Euro has just been strong. It's actually been strong. The same way pounds too has also been doing its own things. But yes, this whole drive, like we all know, in the last 1 or 2 months, in fact, let me say 3 months, the market has actually been moving based on fundamentals. The move we're seeing this morning is not a normal move because of the European Union are also looking at retaliating back because of the 50% tariff that President Donald Trump has imposed on the steels in the European countries, you understand? And now they are also looking for how to impose their own tariff to on the US. For me, I just feel like President Trump is he's just being problematic. He's just scattering this market. In fact, if I have my way, I will tell him personally that it's a very big problem to the world. He's just bullying the market the way he feels. You understand? And well, I feel more because he's an influencer. I feel he influences the market. I feel that's why he's doing all that for himself and his pocket. You understand? So looking at Euro GBP, and this is on the 4 hours time frame, you look at it, price has actually been dropping for a while. It's been giving us that lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. And then you see a little bit of retracement back to the upside. Now we can see where price is currently resting, and I expect that as far as price is able to break below this shaded part, I expect it to sell once it's able to break below that part. But if it doesn't break below that part, then we're going to have a bullish movement, a continuous bullish movement. But currently, we can see that price is actually ranging on that particular point. So because of that, we need to hold on. But once price is able to break above that part successfully, then we take that move. That will be the next thing. Okay, so looking at Euro USD, this is on my 15 minutes time frame, and we look at it currently, even based on what we're seeing on the moving average and looking at it. This is a hammer here, and that hammer is even on a support zone. You understand? Although it's bearish, the hammer was looking bearish, but all the trade war between the US economy and the European Union economy has actually battered this upward movement. That has battered this reaction. And as of this point, I will just tell us that if you want to enter any trade, you want to pick a trade, as of this moment, you need to be very, very smart about it. If not, you might lose based on the way the market is pushing upwards. You understand? This push is a massive push, and it is what? Influenced. Yes, it is influenced. So even if you want to go for a bullish move in this market now, I advise you to wait for some little confirmations. You understand? Those ones, let it break out like those ones. Don't just look at it on the fact that yes, you see it going up and you join. You understand? If you join in such situation, you might have yourself to blame. You understand? So Euro USD is based on all what is happening. If currently as of this morning, if you look at it, if you look at even the currency strength meter, you discover that dollars is actually weak. In fact, it's the weakest of all currencies as of this morning. It's the weakest of all currencies. So even if you're going to enter a buy, kindly hold on first. Have a little pullback before you do that. Now, this is on 15 minutes time frame. Look at it on 1 hour time frame. Look at what it's doing. And exactly, we can see that price has gotten to this point. The last time it got there, it got rejected. It has gotten to that point this morning now. Are we expecting price to break above it? That's a zone. And if it's able to break above this zone successfully, then we could have a continuous bullish movement. But the last time price got there, price reversed back. So our advice, we hold on till this candle closes. And once it closes, the next candle is going to determine what is going to happen. Is it going to push, break it, or reverse? Once it starts that reversal movement, then we could have a continuation of that bearish move. But until then, I won't advise we do anything. And currently, you see, that's why the zone is marked out for us. You can see it based on the last time. The last time it got there was around, let's see, got there on the 26th of May. You understand? This is what I'm saying. As at 26th of May. Yeah, on the 26th of May, price was actually at that point. It was from that point that price rejected and came down. Now price is back there as at 2nd of June. And the way it's looking, based on the core issues we're seeing, is like price wants to break above that zone. So if price is breaking above that zone, there's every possibility we could have what? A pullback, a little pullback. So let's hold on and see what it's going to do. Wait for this candle to close. Once it closes, then the next candle is going to give us a direction on our next move. You understand? It's going to give us a direction on our next move. Let's look at USD JPY. Okay, so on USD JPY, currently, I'll say USD JPY, I'm expecting a bearish move. I'm expecting a strong bearish move. In fact, I'm expecting a strong bearish move. $1 is weak. And they also are also in this whole trade war together with US and everything. So I'm expecting a strong bearish move on USDJPY. Fine, I'm looking at it on, okay. So looking at it on 1 hour time frame, can we see? This is my 1 hour time frame. Based on what we're seeing, can we see what we're seeing? It is actually going down, and I'm expecting that bearish move, a strong bearish move on USDJPY. It's going to be going down. Okay, so GBPJPY, am I expecting the same thing? Now you see, this is a different ball game entirely. Now, if you look at, based on what we are seeing here now, there's a zone around this point. There's a zone around this point. And yes, price, okay, fine. So price is actually around that point. You can see that based on candle zero, we are seeing that it's trying to show us a bearish candle. But, well, until that candle closes, we can't say that it's bearish, you understand, until it closes. So even if we want to go for that sell, let's wait for it to break below this particular shaded part. If it's able to break below that part successfully, then we can drive in for the bearish move. Although, based on my bias, I would be expecting a bearish move on GBP JPY. We're expecting a bearish move on GBP JPY. Bearish move on GBP JPY. That's my take. Bearish move. So looking at it, let's just hold on for that best position to go for that sell. Let's hold on and see that best position. But yes, anybody that wants to be aggressive can decide to take the bull by or the bear by its hands now, you understand, dragging it down, you understand. Anybody that wants to take that risk can decide to take the bear by its hands and pull it down. And yes, the market will go down. GBP JPY, I'm expecting a bearish move. Okay, so let's look at GBP USD. So GBP USD pound is strong, USD is weak. Based on what we've seen as of this morning, bullish move. I'm expecting a bullish move on GBP USD. Yes, that's my bias. Based on what we're seeing this morning, a bullish move is envisaged. So the best thing is just look out for that best possible bullish move. You understand? Bullish entries. You know, the main thing about this market is to know when to enter. You understand? Know the right time to enter, to place that trade, right time to buy, the right time to sell. And when is that right time? Basically, know where price is, the zone where price is. Once you're able to determine where price is closing of that candle. You understand? You see, that's why I say it even in class, and I think I've said it times around number while taking this, anchoring the MMR. I say the opening and closing of your candle also matters. You understand? So where price is and the closing of that candle matters. The closing and the opening of the new or the candle zero matters. Once you're able to get that, you pick it up, you discover that the market is going to be for you. You understand? So that's that on GBP USD. Like I said, my reservations or my own bias is a bullish move on GBP USD. All right, AUD USD. For a while now, we discovered that, okay, the last time price we looked at AUD USD, we saw that bullish move from this point. Up to this point, then the next thing it started ranging, you know, started ranging. And as of this morning, you can see that all the whole ranging, everything has been on this particular moving average we are seeing here now. And it has not broken in successfully like it wants to go further, you understand? So that point is a strong point, and it's giving us that bullish vibes. So even if you want to go for that bullish move on AUD USD, hold on for price to break above this point successfully. Once it breaks above that zone successfully, then you hold it down, bull. You hold it down, hold the horn by the horn of the bull, and it's going to be moving up with you. It will take you up, 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 up. Yeah, so my take on AUD USD is bullish. Buy. That's my take. Is bullish to buy. And if you look at it, okay, this is on my 1 hour time frame. Can you see? So based on what we are even saying, if I saw that on daily time frame, that move is on daily time frame. What I did there is on daily time frame, but this is on my 1 hour time frame. Seriously, the market is going up. That's it. This is the market. The market is pushing up on AUD USD. Bullish move, and it's going to be a strong one, a strong bullish move, a strong bullish move. All right, so let's look at USD card. USD card. Okay, let me zoom in a little so we see that too. So yes, like we all know, USD is weak. USD card, bearish move. It's giving us that bearish move and expecting the market to move down on USD card. I'm expecting a bearish move on USD card. The market should go down, 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 down. Yes, the market is going to be bearish. That's just what I'm saying here. You've seen it got to this particular, at a point, it was more or less like a range here. Then after the ranging, it gave us a direction. And which direction it gave us that bearish direction, a minor pull up, then now again a continuation. So yes, on USD card, I'm expecting a bearish move. I'll just say all what President Trump has been trying to do in order to give the US economy an edge over everyone in the market has actually not worked. And I just feel he's not taking the right decisions. He's not being diplomatic. He's trying to bully every other country, but unfortunately for him, he fails to understand the fact that US is just one country. And one country cannot fight the whole world. So that's just that. For me, the card, a bearish move. All right, so let's go to commodity. Let's go to look at oil. Let's start with oil. So on oil, okay. Let me zoom out. Okay. So if you look at oil, based on what we're seeing on daily time frame, you discover that price of oil has actually been dropping. It's been dropping on oil daily time frame. But looking at it on 1 hour time frame now, we discover as of this morning, the market gap to expecting oil to drop. I'm expecting it to drop. In fact, this gap up that I'm seeing, I'm expecting the market to cover it. You understand? I'm expecting price to cover it. Even if it is going to go up, I'm expecting price to come back, cover this point. Then after it covers that point, it can reverse back to the upside. You understand? As of now, my own bias on oil is bearish. I'll prefer to look for that bearish move. I'll prefer to look for what that bearish move. My bias on oil is bearish to go down. Yes, that's my bias on oil to go down. Okay. Okay, let's look at gold. Okay. Yeah, so looking at gold, gold is it's one of a kind. The instrument is one of a kind. Looking at the way it is, and based on all what we've seen as of this morning, the trade war, everything that is going on, gold has been going up. And like gold is paired with dollars in the market. And we realize because it's paired with dollars in the market. And as of this morning, dollars is weak. So this is one major factor why gold is going up. It's just been pushing up. Yes, I know for some of us, we want to go for that buy on gold. You want to push for that buy. You want to buy it. You want to go for that buy. No problem. But please, I kindly advise you to be very, very strategic about it. Let's be strategic about it. It's not just about entering buy because you might go for that buy and the reverse might be the case. You understand? So even want to go for that buy, discover that a path has already been shaded here for us. On if price is able to break above that path successfully, you understand? Okay, because I can see looking at the Bollinger Band, it is expected that one price gets to the upper band and closes above. The next candle that comes is able to close inside the upper band successfully, then we should expect a bearish move. Well, one of the things that I understand with gold is this: gold is just is a rebellious instrument. It's a very, very rebellious instrument, can decide to do its own. So I'll just advise we take our cool on it. You understand? So looking at what we're seeing on this part, if I'm seeing correctly, price of gold, this is on daily time frame. Okay, so let's see. Coming. Look at it. Okay, it's actually not a double top here. I was thinking it's almost a double top, but if it's able to give us that double top, then we should expect that price should drop. This is on daily time frame. If it's able to give us that double top, then we should expect that the price of gold will drop. You understand? But this is not a full double top. And now price getting into, so hopefully expect the price of gold should drop based on what I'm saying here. Since it's getting close to the upper band, I'm expecting that price of gold will drop. But yes, like we all know, the market is moving politically. So that's been one of the main reasons why we're seeing these whole things in the market. So let's look at US 100. US 100. Well, on US 100, I will not be shocked if the market is going up because dollars is weak. But at the same time, there could also be other issues to it, you understand, based on the whole tariff thing that the president of the US is doing and likes like that. But yes, US 100, I'm still expecting price of the US 100 to go up. The same thing if we're looking at US 30 and the likes, the US stocks. I'm expecting the price to what? To go up. I'm expecting a bullish move. So we could just have a minor pullback here. Then after that, a continuation of the bullish move on US 100. US 100. Okay. That's on US 100. That's that on US 100. Okay. What else? Coming. Let's look at DE40. Okay, so this is on 4 hours. And if you look at it, look at that move. It's giving us that move, bullish move for a long while. For a while now, look at it. It's been pushing up, pushed up back a little. Continued that bullish move till it got to this point now. And if you can look at, if you're looking at it critically, it's beginning to give us a kind of move. Even the moving average is trying to work and if it crosses, then we should expect a bearish move. Based on the indicators we are seeing, we're expecting a bearish move on DE40. This is on anyway. Expecting that bearish move on DE40. This is on 4 hours. And well, if it closes below this particular point, because there's a zone here, if it's able to break that point downwards, then we could have it. But you can see that price is currently struggling here. If you're looking at it, price is currently struggling around this point because there's a zone there, you understand? Price gap up here and it pushed up. Now price is trying back, but it's having issues here, but it's able to close below this point successfully. We could have price covering back. So for me, I'm expecting that bearish move on DE40. I'm expecting that bearish move on DE40. Okay. All right. So let's see other instruments. Let's look at other instruments. Let's look at another instrument. Okay. I mean, let's look at USD-CHF. Let's look at USD-CHF. USD-CHF. Just okay. So this is USD-CHF. All right. So based on what we're seeing, you can also see dollars has been dropping, has dropped in strength, and currently where price is a zone. This is on my 1 hour time frame. Where price is now is a zone. Okay, so the last time I can see that it's giving us that double bottom vibe here. So we're expecting price to go up. Technically, based on what it's showing, I'll say, let's look out for a buy opportunity, a bullish opportunity. This is on 1 hour. That's what I'm going to give to us. Basically, based on what is happening in the market now, the market has not been smiling with anybody. It's not been smiling with anybody. We're saying it. So it's fine. So I'm expecting the price is going to break below. So if price breaks below this part successfully, let's look at it. Let me put it out for us. Price is able to close below this point successfully, then we can go for that bearish move, and we should expect price to drop as low as this point, or even get down to this particular point here. We come in. Okay. We drop as low as this point, you understand? So on USD-CHF, I'm expecting a bearish move. But for me to go for that strong bearish move, it has to break below this part successfully. If it closes below this part successfully, then we can go for that bearish move. But unless that, if it closes on that particular zone, price might have issues at that point and reverse back. Price might have issues at that particular section, at that particular zone. And looking at it based on what we're seeing on 1 hour, yes. You can see that price is struggling. That zone is strong, you understand? So as far as price is unable to break below this part, I'm not expecting price to what? To go down. But if price is able to break below it successfully, then the bearish move continues. The bearish move continues. Once price is able to break below this part successfully, the bearish move continues. That's my take on USD-CHF. And well, We can see that already. You can see the way price is moving. So if it's able to break below that path successfully, I'll go for the bears. I'll go with my bearish. I'll stick with the bearish traders in the market. You understand? I'll put my tent with them. Okay. So I'm going to give us opportunity now. Let's begin to drop our own instruments that you want us to look at. If you have one or two instruments you want me to look at, please let's drop it. We still have some time. Or you have a question you want to ask and you need me to respond to it, please kindly come to the chat section, drop it for me, and let me see it, you understand? And I'll respond to it, you understand? So please, I'm waiting for us. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Please come to the chat section. Drop your questions, drop your messages for me there. The instrument you want me to look at, please kindly drop it there so we'll look at it together. I'm waiting for us. So, yes, let's just look for 1 point. We're having questions dropping there for us to look at, please. So I'm waiting for us. Please, let's drop the questions. Then I look at it. Okay. Yes, which instrument am I looking at here? Okay, so I'll look at GBP card. I'm still expecting us to drop the instruments. Nobody has dropped anything yet for me, so drop it. If you have any question, please kindly drop it for me. Let me see. Come to the chat section and drop it. That's the best way for me to see it. Whoa. Okay. So based on what I'm seeing on GBP card, I'm expecting the price of GBP card to actually go up. That's giving us that bullish move from this part. Okay. So from particular section here, it gave us a bullish move. From particular section, give us that bullish move. So I'm sticking my tent with who? The bulls. You understand? Give us that bullish move from this point. Just did that, and then in fact gapped down. Yes, gapped down from there, and price has been going up. So I'm expecting a bullish move on GBP card. But for that to happen, hold on for it to break above this part. Andy, I can see you raising up your hand. Please go to the chat section. Drop the message for me there. Once you drop it there, I'll surely respond to it. Okay? All right. Drew Chrome, you're saying I should look at platinum. You want to trade platinum? Okay. Well, that's good. We want to trade platinum. Let's look at it. Let's see what platinum is saying. But please, can you know that platinum is another thing I want you to understand is, you don't have good sawmill. Please leave platinum alone. These are very, very expensive instruments. You understand? You do not. Yes, let me just give us that advice. You do not have that good sum in your account. Leave platinum alone. Don't go there. You understand? So based on what we're seeing here now, based on what we're seeing on platinum, okay. Let's see where price is. Let's look at these. I'm with us. So based on where price is currently, okay, still with us, please. On trying to plot out some charts for us to see. Okay. So now, currently, the price is not giving us any definite direction based on what I am saying here. It's not actually giving us. It's more or less like in between. And when I mean it's in between, it's more or less like it's ranging. You understand? It's not giving us that cool. If we're going to look at it based on what we're seeing on this trend, price is coming down. So if you want to go for bearish move on platinum, if you want to go for that bearish move, hold on for it to break below this part successfully. If it breaks below this part successfully, then you can go for that bearish move. I'll see price coming down. But if that does not happen, as far as it doesn't break below this point, I'm not seeing price dropping. That's that on platinum. As far as it does not go below that point, it's not dropping. But once that happens, then you can do that. So that's that on platinum. Thank you. All right, so let's do all right. I'm still waiting for that message. Please kindly drop it for me to see. I'm not seeing that message. I've only seen one. Andy, you also raised up your hand. but you've not dropped any message for me to see, please kindly come to the chat section and drop it for me to see. If I'm unable to see it, I won't be able to attend to it. But once I see it, that's when I'll be able to attend to it. Okay. Based on what I'm seeing on GBP card, please, everybody listen. Based on what I'm seeing on GBP card, if this candle closes like this, then we could have a bearish move. We could have price coming down based on what I'm seeing with this week and this candle. If it closes like this, it's a bearish move. Yes, we could have the price coming down. That's candle zero. If it closes this, we could have that bearish move. But if that is not the case, we might see price still pushing up. You understand? So I'm expecting price to go, but times price might do its own and give you a different direction. So if it closes, we would have a bearish move. All right, okay. Okay, Olariwaju Benga is saying we should look at US 100. Okay, gold. Are you saying gold? What do you mean by double top? Okay, I'm coming. Let's look at US 100 first. Let's look at US 100. This is US 100 on the daily time frame. Let's come to 1 hour time frame. And if you're looking at it on 1 hour time frame, price also been very, very steep this morning. It's not really giving us that push. Yeah, I'm expecting price to push up on US 100. I'm expecting price to push up on US 100. Based on what I'm seeing here, I'm expecting price to push up on US 100. I'll just advise we look out for that bullish move on US 100 before we can go for it. If it's not giving you that vibes, then no. And even with that, okay, so if price should close below this particular section on US 100, once it is able to come down and it closes below this particular section on US 100, we could have price dropping on US 100. So that's that on US 100. So let's also look at gold. Somebody was talking about double top. Okay. Yes, I said double top. Now look at it based on this crosshair. You see it here. Now this is on daily time frame. The last time price got to this particular section. Now this current candle is also pushing up, but it has not gotten to that point. When you're talking about double top, it means price getting to the same place twice. It's more or less like the first time price got there, it got to level 10. Now price went down, reversing back up to the upside, also getting to level 10 and stopping at level 10. You understand? First time it got to level 10, it reversed back. Now it's getting to level 10 and it closes at that point. That is what we call double top. You understand? Price hitting the same point twice. That's double top. Then after that, you should expect a bearish move. That's what I'm talking about when you talk about double top. Giving us that on the daily time frame. So it's not pure. It's not pure. Even though the shaded point is also a zone for us. So I feel price is just respecting that point that is a zone. That's why it's having that issues. But if it's able to give us that double top and it closes exactly at that point, then I'll be buying for a strong and bearish move on gold. Okay. Okay. So the next one is okay, coming. Okay. Somebody saying, please comment on cocoa. All right. So one of the things we need to understand is this. When we're talking about cocoa, let me open the chart so we'll see. We'll talk about cocoa. It's not just about trading some of these instruments. It's about knowing what is affecting them, what affects them. And one of the very strong main factors of cocoa and all these other agro commodity is what? Climate, the weather. Look at one of the things you need to do is this. When you want to trade this instrument, let me give us some of these little secrets that we might be overlooking. Is go and look at the highest producing country of cocoa. That's one. Once you're able to get that, which is sweet, then look at the weather. What is happening in that particular town, that country? The weather, the climate of that country will also determine how cocoa is going to move. Formerly it used to be Nigeria, but it's no longer Nigeria. I think it's one of these countries. I'm not really sure. Is it Malaysia or where? Or is it this thing? I think it's Malaysia also. Yeah, and funny enough, it was Nigeria that gave it to them. Nigeria were the ones that gave that seed to them, but now they are actually doing far, far better than us in this production of this product. So go and look at some of the countries, the climate, that's one. Once you're able to get climate, then we should also look at in terms of interest rate times, and it's based on the currency that is being used to do the business, which is dollar, understand? It will also affect the market. And looking at where price is currently on cocoa, now let's look at it. Currently on cocoa, price is at a zone. So even if we're expecting the price of this market to go up, let's hold on for it to break above this part successfully. If it's able to break above that part successfully, then we can go for that buy. But if that does not happen, we could have a reversal back, you understand? And it will continue on that bearish move. So let's just see. This is on 1 hour time frame, but let's look at it on daily time frame. Okay, looking at it on daily time frame. Bam. So can we see? Can we see what is happening? Ooh. Daily time frame. Let's hold on and see. Is price going to break above this pattern? If price is able to break above this part successfully, then we could expect a continuation of that bullish move to come back to the test. But we can see there's a zone around that point. So as far as price is able to break that point, I'm not seeing price going anywhere. Okay, that's that on cocoa. Okay, okay, I can see Tony Oguna there saying, what about silver, palladium, and NASGAS? Okay, so how about silver, palladium, or NASGAS? Okay, these metals, silver, palladium, metals, NASGAS. Okay, you want to, now the truth is, silver is also another precious instrument that moves in the market. Palladium too in its own light. Let me just look at it. I think this will be the last instrument to look at. Palladium, silver, and NASGAS. Then we'll call it a day. Okay, so let's see. I'm starting with NASGAS. Okay, so I'm on NASGAS now. So looking at what price is showing us here, now you can see it gapped up. So this morning, and price is still pushing up, but this point is a zone. So even if price is going to go up around this point, we should wait for price to break above this point successfully. If it breaks above this point successfully, we will have price reversing back to the upside to cover all these moves, you understand? But if that is not possible, we will have price reversing back, covering this gap, then now going back up. But I advise we hold on for price to close above this zone successfully. Let's hold on to close above this zone successfully. So that's that for NASDAQ. Let's look at Palladium. Let's see Palladium. I'm on Palladium now. I'm on Palladium. So this is Palladium. It also now looking at it, price of Palladium has been dropping. It's been giving us that bearish move for a while now. But as of this, what I'm seeing currently now, price has just been ranging between 2 points. It's just been giving us that ranging move. But let me make it tight here. And this is another one. Let's put it this way. Or let me make it fair. Let me just give price space to what to breathe. But yes, it's been ranging in between this point. Let's hold on for price to give us a definite direction first. Let it give us a definite direction. It gives us that definite direction, then we can follow. But unless that is done, you need to hold on. Unless that is done, you need to hold on. As far as it does not give you that definite direction, please hold on Palladium. Okay, so that's that on Palladium. All right, now the last instrument for the day, which I told you is silver. Let's look at silver. All right, silver. This is another instrument, commodity instrument. Okay. So yes. All right, so looking at what price is, you discover that as of this morning, price got up. And yeah, like we all know, this instrument is paired with dollars in the market, you understand? And price of silver has actually gone up to this point. Now, can you see price we expected that zone and dropped back down. So unless price is able to break above this part successfully, we could have price reversing back to the downside. And looking at the whole move, it has just been between these 2 points. Based on what we were saying, got up, went back, came down, went up, came down, and everything. So, but as far as the close up, go above this point, I'm expecting a reversal. All right, so thank you very much. That will be it for this morning's market review. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Same time tomorrow, but it's going to be another of my colleagues that will be doing that, another colleague of mine that will be doing that. Thank you. Have a lovely day ahead.